in the Arebyte Goldsmiths residency, and this week's, I guess, umbrella theme from a system. You are not preventing it from existing or disrupting its trajectory. The ability to remove yourself from the grid is a privilege you possess. Instead, by remaining with the trouble, it is possible to acknowledge the web of relations during the springtime 2020. Video conferencing apps, project management tools. Such technologies have been described as invasive, surveilling malware, but in many ways are essential to the maintenance of our physical and social well-being. Ingrid attempts to provoke urgent mental discussion of such technologies without being didactic or judgmental. Ingrid encourages us to reimagine these platforms. Could they tolerate silence, encourage intimacy, use to critique? So I guess what we'll do is start the session by having a word that we've pulled from a collective kind of, I guess, mood board or notice board that we've been developing over the course of today. And then we're going to go through the group and either kind of respond to in the moment, or if it triggers something that you've been thinking about in relation to either the theme or the residency as a whole, to do with your practice, then please feel free to carve out a space for us to kind of look at that as well together as a group. We've got a kind of loose order that we're working to in the chat itself, but as the discussion broadens, then please feel free to kind of carry on thoughts or kind of respond to each other as well. But let's try this first round, like sticking to the order that we've got in the chat, and then we can build out from there. So I'm just going to literally take our title, Shadow Subversion, as the prompt for the first round. So my expressional word is shadow subversion.
The midnight hour.
Glare.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Glare.
Glare. Reflection.
Hollowed out glassy eyes.
Crystal brain.
Can you repeat that?
Because crystal brain.
Light speed information transfer.
Iconology and ideology.
Transfusions from a methodology.
Yasmin, would you like to kick us off with a word from the board? So I think you're on mute.
Rewind and rewire.
Unplugged and untangled.
Entrapped and ensnared.
Recenter.
Recuperate.
Refocused.
Untangled.
Mangled.
Broken wings. Okay. Katie, would you like to pick a word?
Sure. Flow.
Stream.
Live now.
That then. That then.
What's that?
Like live now. That
That-
then.
Dead then.
Ah, sorry, yeah. In between.
Extremes.
Torn at the seams.
Is it me?
I think so, yeah. I'm just trying to catch up with that. Yeah, it's you.
George, did you say gone at the seams?
Oh, sorry, it's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, my mistake.
It was torn at the seams.
Torn at the seams. Unreasonable expectations.
a glass ceiling that can never be broken.
Becky, is it? No, it's like Hazel, sorry.
Blurred times.
Stuck in a loop.
Of exist. Of exit.
Exit to another exit.
Transitional phase.
Stuck in a haze. Wait, did you say haze? Did I rhyme haze with haze? Anyway, sorry.
Haze with phase.
Oh, okay, cool. Not so bad.
Did you say stuck in a phase?
Stuck in a haze.
Oh, stuck in a haze. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But whose haze?
Haze lives in my weather app.
Hayes is in South London.
I'm in South London.
It's my turn to pick a word now.
It is, yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Tolerate silence.
Tranquility.
A word.
Hegemony.
What was that? Sorry, Daniel?
Hegemony. Thanks.
What's that?
Total control.
Hegemony?
Hegemony. Total control. Total power.
Oh, okay. Uh, a dominance. Good word there.
Very good word. Flat power.
Fallen statues.
Plinth.
Sorry, was that flints?
Plinth. Like
Plinths.
plinths.
Okay. The plosives get lost. I'll stick with that.
Explosives?
It's my turn to pick the word.
Please, yeah.
Purge.
Purify.
Negotiate.
Re-embrace.
Nostalgia.
Separated at war.
Cyclical.
Inverse.
History repeats itself.
Weather repeats itself.
And still you never stand in the same river.
Marxism.
I don't know. Utopia. I don't know. Failed utopia. I guess more, but yeah.
Venice Biennale.
Large rooms and large crowds.
Simulated. Tanya, would you like to go after me now?
Yeah, well, sorry. What did you say? Simulated?
Simulated, yeah.
Simulated. In the cloud.
Immaterial.
But is it?
It's nothingness.
That was perfect because I think it's my turn to pick a word. So you should just finished it on perfect word. I would choose disruption.
Intangible.
Infinite through the finite.
Comfortable boundaries.
Always returning back to the beginning.
Windmills.
Norfolk.
White chalk.
Dust.
Ether.
Smell.
Self-powered treadmill.
Powered by the self.
Powerless.
Alchemy.
The artist shit in a can.
What did you say, Katie?
The artist's shit in a can.
Straight in the can?
Shit in a can.
Shit in the can.
It's a yeah.
So yeah, it's a piece of work.
Eiffel Tower in a can.
Stand tall and put your back into it.
But did you read the terms and conditions?
Canned genitals.
A flat can in a genital.
Exit strategy.
Running from the matters that be.
To subvert or to misdirect.
It's all the plumber's fault.
A craftsman is only as good as his tools.
Shizzle.
Sorry, can you say that again?
Shizzle.
Chisel?
Oh yeah, that's the word.
Greek gods.
They were the first technicians.
Where are the last Homo sapiens?
In the telephone booth.
A black hole.
A receiver.
But who's transmitting?
I wonder what the aliens think about us.
I think they probably have us on mute.
Phenomenology. Alien phenomenology seances.
After the fact.
Have they just summoned us to the table?
I would like to read a eulogy.
Should we start another one now from the board? Yeah.
Yeah, have you picked one yet?
I think we just went round and round a couple of times.
Yeah, I think, Dania, I think it is actually your turn to pick a word.
Contemplation.
Mental sensation.
Prozac.
Prozac.
Mm-hmm. That was thing.
Empty bottles and lots of receipts.
Hangovers. Hangover.
Left, right brain freeze.
A staged emptiness.
But 30 tabs are open and I don't know where the music is coming from.
Objective neutralism.
2 pills Panadol extra.
Feeling lighter than a feather.
I hope it's not too windy today.
I've already lost all of my jackets.
I've already lost all of my concentration.
The moths have eaten my concentration.
Fingers go numb as the day draws to a close.
Numb or senseless, wrapped in cotton wool.
The wind remains in the cold.
And make synthetic music.
Futile attempts.
Should I carry on or should I start a new one?
What do you fancy?
I'll do a new one.
Yeah.
Did we do grid fatigue yet?
Oh no, I haven't done that. Locked in a algorithmic box.
As flat as the bread that I really want to make right now.
How many people have got a sourdough starter?
I have, and he's called Jeff.
The SCOBY walked away.
Bubbles and slime.
Off-grid resilience.
Modern living.
Say, modern loving.
Fake intimacy.
Exchange coins for swipes.
Automated swipe writer. Automated swipe writer.
Tongue activated typing.
Woodpecker keyboard drinker.
Fill me up, the cartridge is empty.
Wasabi on broccoli.
Artificially intelligent broccoli.
hydraulically compressed broccoli.
Well, onto foodstuffs again. I like
Always.
it. Always. I'm going to go on the board. I like the broccoli discussion, though. I think there's something.
Oh no! I think we should carry on with the broccoli.
Okay, let's. Okay. Right, let me get it back. Artificially crisp. Ooh.
Can say something else in between, I think. But
No. I'm on it. Is it artificially? Sorry, George. You said artificially compressed.
Dehydrate.
Hydrated.
Chlorophyll. No. I'm just going to say, I'm just feeling the sensation of like rehydrating, dehydrated things.
He rehydrate. Oh, what's it called?
It's like
hydrated, no?
Yeah, changing the state.
Isn't it hydrating when you put water back in? Is that what you were looking for?
I think it's changing of state, like
okay.
Yeah, something like that. Change of state.
Demystifying our very essence.
Sprayed through an atomizer.
The atomized broccoli revolution.
Consumption in a can.
Spam.
Emancipatory yeast. The YEAST yeast.
Visceral excitement on impact.
Questions and notions whilst I lie on my back. I don't know.
Teenage dreaming.
Katy Perry.
It's snoring on Twitch.
Twitchy Perry.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster virtual weather.
A koala named Sydney.
Hormonal imbalance.
You should take your koala to the how have I forgotten the name of it? The ones that look after the people who look after animals.
Sanctuary.
Maybe.
Bet?
Yeah. Bet or Sanctuary, either will do. But yeah, take Sydney there.
Share your responsibility.
But responsibility is often hard to come by.
It's easier to be responsive.
Responsiveness Wellness Center.
Check in and zone out.
Forget your troubles.
Imbued with encouragement.
Unique rhapsody.
Endless fantasy.
The only reason to get up in the morning.
When even in bed, the screen is imprinted in my head.
I close my eyes and see boxes.
At night, I peel my face off and with it the box layer.
Night sweats.
Coding in my sleep.
Is the cat in the box still alive?
Trapped in a vector array.
When you sleep, you just say, "No way."
It's okay now that I sleep with my phone.
I like the idea of being slowly microwaved.
That's how you get a brain tumor.
Have you ever microwaved an egg?
Our yolks are slowly setting.
Or popping.
Dinosaur.
Gabor, you want more?
I'm here. I'm just trying to observe, but also to get out and observe the pattern coming up and going back to the group. So I'm just trying the fluidity and how much I need to wait to Danya to react or to think that I'm not around. It's very interesting dynamic going on the screen. So I'm just enjoying it. Can we pick a new word?
I love what just happened.
Icebreaker.
Is it me or Dan?
Oh, it's me. Okay. Ice picker.
Nose picker.
Choose the right one.
Every job is different, and so is everybody.
When are you supposed to know what it is that you want to do?
I have a microcontroller strapped to my arm, and sometimes I do what it tells me to. You should try it.
Taking cues from quantification.
Am I programmed or the programmer?
We are constantly progressive programming or regressive programming.
Howling at the router.
Mind control.
Find control.
I think you're muted.
George, what did you say? Did you say bind control?
Find control.
Oh, find control.
Where is it?
Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, but what happened to nanotechnology?
It makes me think of Transformers.
Who's afraid of 5G?
Who's who's afraid of a vaccine with nanotechnology in?
Beam it from the lighthouse.
Who owns that lighthouse?
It better be in Iceland.
It better be not frozen.
Let it go.
Yeah. Let it go. I don't know. That just makes me think of Baby Shark because of the only person who listens to that song that I know also listens to Baby Shark. Yeah.
Contagious.
YouTube is demented.
Horror.
Percy Pig.
A million children sitting quietly watching Peppa Pig algorithmically dismember her farmyard friends.
All while the ads are sensing.
The bear is from Ohio.
He's lying. He has a fake passport.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Iceberg.
Misguided fables.
Polar bears aren't always white.
Tamper-proof tape. Tamper-proof tape?
Tampax.
Blue liquid shame.
We are leaking.
lurking through the yellow dawn.
Into my summer house jacuzzi.
That's trickle down theory.
Convenient truth.
Climate change.
Spare change.
Cashless.
Bitcoin ATM.
But did we really have to break the piggy bank?
Love defies reasons.
Contactless charity.
No feeling between you and me.
Emotional overload through my phone.
I see every viewpoint but my own.
Front facing camera.
Back facing asshole.
Processes of osmosis.
Ingestion and consumption all the way through to expulsion.
Electronical pitfalls.
Split-second delivery.
New life, new intimacy.
Forbidden love.
I can draw as many apples as I want on my screen.
Then use them to bake a Raspberry Pi.
I recommend slow baking for Raspberry Pis at no higher than 53 degrees.
I have more draw calls than calls to draw.
I'm an empty shell. Nothing left on the command line.
This is Ingrid Gospel. Please wear your pink bra to join us.
Does Ingrid know to say please?
Some cultures don't say please and thank you. You know.
Future etiquette.
Bow and curtsy.
Scrimp and save. Scrimp and save.
I'm bored of saving.
Save for the next iteration.
Let me stockpile your white noise.
Slit, split, slice, sparse.
Glitter thunder.
Do you want to carry on, or do you want to start something else? I don't mind.
Can I just ask, are we making Rive scripts out of these, or are we compiling the transcript? It's just so good.
Panya, what should we do next?
Oh, I haven't got any ideas. My laptop is almost dying.
I've been writing pretty much everything down.
Pardon?
I've been writing pretty much everything down.
Oh, it's just so good. Who's keeping the transcript? There will be a transcript, right, of our conversation?
I still haven't tried doing any of this, the auto subtitle stuff, like from our audio of these.
Oh man, I mean, I really hope we haven't lost this, but we taped it, right?
Yeah, it's recorded.
Yeah, it's so good. We just got to get the transcript and do something.
It might have stopped now because Daniel's left, I think. Maybe.
But Rob's still.
Oh yes, true.
He's still here on 2 devices.
Actually, once we put it up onto YouTube, it'll auto subtitle. So we should just download the subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to dive into anything we've said anymore? Or do we want to kind of...
Was there something that kind of came, like, was there something that, like a concept or a pattern that you noticed, anybody that, like, that we kept coming back to, or?
I thought there were lots of really interesting ones, but they all sort of escaped my brain now. I mean, that's why I want to see them in a list or written down, because there were some really good ones, I thought. I'm so glad you guys were playing that for half an hour before I joined.
Yeah.
It's like the best thing ever.
It's kind of a general bubbling technological anxiety.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's definitely really fatigue.
But there were some really good ideas, and I think we should take some of those words and then create little, on the jam boards, flesh them out as if they're products or, whatever they could be. There's some really good things, I thought, but I need to see them written down. I can't remember a lot of them.
I can send what I've written so far, and then we can have a look at the subtitles which will be, because obviously I probably missed about 10%, but I did write everything down.
This has kind of been making me think a little bit, well, as we were doing this, I was reminded of an idea that George had right at the beginning about doing an email chain. Maybe it would be cool to start that now, where we just
I love that idea. We could all, we should actually, that whole concept, we should carry that on, but not just with words, also with, maybe drawing or fleshing out, adding something to the idea.
Exquisite monsters. Corpse.
Corpses, that's it. The corpse thing. Yeah.
Exquisite. Is it?
Sorry.
Could we do an exquisite conversation? Where it's with the Rive script, and you somehow do this kind of I don't know.
Would people be up for doing? I guess you could do an exquisite corpse or an exquisite drawing by leaving. We could actually post it, or we could do a thing where you draw something, do the fold over, take a picture, send it, and then someone can splice them all together at the end.
Yeah. Or we could do one on a virtual one as well.
Yeah.
If people
with post-it notes. With post-it notes. With post-it notes? Where you draw something, then you put your post-it note up, or what do you mean?
You're not supposed to see the things until the end.
Yeah, but I mean, if we did a, my brain's going mushy. But I was thinking about this actually, if there would be a way to just hide, partially obscure it with I don't know, code.
Bitcoin.
Code.
Code.
Code. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Me too.
Cool.
The other thing that I was thinking with this, especially this sort of bubbling, what did you call it, Hazel? Anxiety?
Bubbling technological anxiety, I think I said.
Bubbling technological anxiety. I think it would be interesting to even just do, some of this stuff here was capturing how we're feeling, but sort of incorporating that into the cultural probe thing as well. Just asking people to do a free word association on.
Should we do? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Should we do one of these things on the cultural probe? Do a bit more of a focused one. Do you know what I mean? It would be cool to see right now, think about ideas that we could ask people and just go how we were basically.
Yeah. Would you think that would be more useful to do it on the jam board right now? Quickly do that.
Yeah, we could do that. Whichever.
Is it ready?
I could share that here as well, just the screen.
Everyone knows like the cultural probe idea.
Well, do you want to introduce it briefly for our audience?
Oh yeah, true. I forgot about that. So, the cultural probe is. Correct me if I'm not getting it 100% perfect, but yeah, cultural probe is like a device or a way of like asking questions, receiving bits of information data, so like images, maybe cuttings or anything from a person's house to create, or a person to create like a data set of sorts to try and like interact with them. I don't know, Becky might have some more to add to it.
No, I mean, I think, yeah, it's used as a design tool, or like around ethnographic studies often. And so the idea is, yeah, you design a sort of set of activities or collection ways of collecting information around a certain question or topic. And we're vaguely thinking through the idea of trying to do a cultural probe around platforms and remote ways of being, for lack of a better term.
And the lack of a better way of being as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for that brief intro.
So, everyone have the link to this? But can you see my window when I type that in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the sticky note, but can you see this now?
Yeah.
Really, where I'm writing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can see I chose to green and blue.
I can see that, yes.
Oh no, I was hoping that I could have a private moment to think. I'll open it in another tab and see if that works. So yeah, have at it, everyone.
Are we taking some of the thoughts and ideas that we've just been talking about?
I think, yeah, so some of the ideas we're talking about, but also just like the questions around, yeah, the remote platforms, subversions. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to get my cable. I couldn't hear anything you said. Anyone?
About the cultural probe, or just about
what are you doing? What are you doing?
So the idea is to just write down maybe some questions or free associations around the cultural probe and the sort of word game that we just played. So kind of either drawing inspiration from the word game or from ideas around what you would want to ask somebody.
Okay, yeah, cool.
We should have some music. What does a cultural probe sound like?
Let's get some bossa nova, easy listening, elevator music.
Cultural probably is minimal. I don't know.
I've been listening to a great album that I think sounds a bit like a cultural probe. Actually.
What is it?
It's the soundtrack to a weird video game by Kim Lofton. And yeah, it's by Makatok. Maybe I could share that.
I don't know about you guys, but I took a walk earlier this afternoon with my flatmate, and I kind of felt like I was being stared at by people during the walk. And I don't know whether like it was just me or if it was like everyone's just staring at each other nowadays.
I feel like that every day.
Yeah.
Like just going out.
People really want to like decipher if you're human. That's what I feel, at least.
Yeah.
I've had some weird conversations with people that have just come up and talked to me. Like,
really?
Yeah, but not even like, I think that I'm overreacting because I think it's overly invasive to say, like, this guy came up to me today and said, hey, I've just moved into the neighborhood. I like to make friends with my neighbors. What's your name?
I'm like, it's a pandemic, guys. It's not time for that. I don't think there's time for that.
But I feel like it's more like the number of times I'm making eye contact or kind of acknowledging bodies in space when I'm out and about is like way higher. Like just even the sort of like awkward 2-meter distance shuffle on the pavement where you're like, which way are you going? Am I going this way? So I feel like more connected to strangers. I'm definitely one of those people that's probably staring at you like, hello, you're alive.
I had this one shopping experience where at the till, the woman who was doing my shopping, she like asked me how I was and looked at me so intensely. I thought I could have fallen in love. It was like this really intense moment of a stranger. And I was like, wow, I need to get out the house more.
Shame I don't have that purple. The rollover purple.
What's that image taken from?
It's just a probe going into the sun. I think it's a Google thing. what do people like feel like end results from the probe? Like once we've got this information, like what would you want to do with it?
I mean, it could be interesting to think through, like, if there's a type of online interaction that feels, even if it's an old one, even if it's one that's been done before, like, you know, like maybe like text adventures where you had like, you know, just characters to communicate, feels more personal or more, you know, stimulating than video streams. Like, I don't know, just like something as simple as that. Like maybe it would be interesting to kind of,
I would find it interesting to find out, you know, all the people who, you know, were totally on their own during lockdown, and sort of what relationship, or all of ours really, how our relationships changed with our devices during that time. You know, I'd be really interested in that. What sort of new interaction behaviors there might be.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to shoot now, but I was just quickly going to ask, are we going radio silent until Monday in terms of meetings?
I wanted to bring that up at the end of this because there was like there's quite a big kind of feeling that I got that would be something that people would like to enact. I know that there was some talk around like something happening on Sunday maybe, or you know, there are a few things kind of bubbling, like the, you know, the kind of the reading, choosing the reading for the conversations we were having around Black Lives Matter and the wider context of that. But I'm feeling that, I mean, I think that's something that was also suggested today, that, you know, people are, you know, this whole board is kind of indicating that there's a pretty big burnout here. But it's really up to the group, you know, how often and what these meetings or get-togethers are going to be. What does everybody feel that they'd like to do or not do?
Go, George.
Sorry.
Are we still live streaming?
Yeah, shall we unplug? Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah. Do some admin work now.
It's been great to have you.
So I'm going to have to shoot, but I'm